Everyone, so I thought today we could do something a little bit different, and I wanted to talk to you about my kind of top 5 tips on feeling productive and surviving lockdown, because here in Wales we are still in lockdown. We've got another week or 2 weeks to go maybe before kind of things are potentially eased, maybe not, I don't know. In England I know things have kind of been slowly eased a little bit, but even so it's still very difficult kind of what we're doing, and people are still working from home. A lot of places haven't reopened, hospitality industry hasn't reopened, so we are still very much in the thick of it. But my number 1 tip, which I've been doing recently and has absolutely saved my sanity, is to write a daily to-do list. What I use, I'll show you on here, is this to-do list. I've got an Android phone and I think this is like part of Word maybe, but it's this one here, the blue tick, just that one there. And then what I do is I've got various to-do lists on here for different things, but I have a weekly to-do list, so I'll put in things for that week that I need to do, and then I have a daily to-do list. And what happens with this daily to-do list is I'll do it usually the night before or in the morning. So usually how I kind of try and do it is after I've given Lola her bottle and she's kind of ready to start settling down for her morning nap, I'll kind of be holding her, kind of like jiggling her a little bit, and then writing my list in my hand. So for example, this morning I've done, I had to message somebody about something, I've done that, and then filming the videos that I needed to film, I've done that. So you kind of already are ticking things off and accomplishing things, and just give yourself little jobs to do, and it really kind of helps, especially for somebody who likes routine, who's usually very busy and likes to have stuff to do. I find that really helpful. So that's tip number 1, and honestly it's just really important if you're somebody whose brain kind of works like that. Tip number 2 is, I've got them all written down here, hence why I'm looking at my phone, is to get ready properly. Now, during the beginning of lockdown, to be honest, I'd just given birth as well. It's very easy to just kind of not get properly dressed. You put your jogging bottoms on and you just kind of like slob around, and that's okay. But I find I feel so much more productive, just kind of like mentally better when I get dressed. Now I won't like get fully dressed, like put jeans on and stuff to wear around the house, because I'm not a psychopath. So like for example today I've just got like a sweatshirty thing on and I've got leggings on, but I've put some makeup on. That was because I was filming, but anyway, and just to kind of feel a little bit better, I've like, you know, put a bit of perfume on. I've just kind of gotten myself ready slightly, and it does wonders for your psyche, for me especially. Like it completely changes how I feel about the day. It's really important. Then number 3, sorry, is to find activities that bring you joy every day. So things like cooking, for example. Now I haven't done a ton of cooking, I'll admit, purely because I've been trying to lose weight desperately, and also with a baby it's kind of, it's not as easy as that because she's always fussy around dinner time. But I think that it's a great time for everyone to get into cooking. It's obviously what is happening as well, because you can see a reflection of that in shops. People are baking, people are cooking, and it's such a nice thing because it's really therapeutic. You get to kind of properly cook dinner every day because you're not like rushing home from work, trying to sort your kids out, trying to get everything sorted for the next day, blah blah blah. People have got a little bit more time on their hands, and it's really nice. So what I've done is I've joined like different Facebook groups for like different food things, and I enjoy watching people on YouTube that do food things. 2 people whose kind of food content I really enjoy is Natasha Summerall, and she's on Weight Watchers, but the things she cooks are really good. And I also really enjoy Nikki Phillippi's kind of cooking videos as well. And I've been really enjoying the Jamie Oliver Keep Calm and Keep Cooking or something, I think it's called, where he like does it in his house and his children come in and stuff. That's really good. And just kind of experimenting a little bit and doing things at a little bit more of a slow pace, I think, has been really nice. So that is something really important. Obviously people are going to sort of say, you know, go for a walk, spending time in the garden. If you're lucky enough to have a garden, that's fantastic. We unfortunately are not, but we have been trying to go for a walk every day when we can, weather permitting, and it just helps to kind of clear your head a little bit, I find. And when the weather is nice, it's really important. Then tip number 4 is to stay on top of beauty things. This is something something that I know won't necessarily appeal to everybody. I know people are going nuts over, like, you know, oh, their brows, their hair, their blah, 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 blah. People can't get to see professionals. I will admit, I haven't struggled with that because I am somebody who pretty much does everything myself anyway, and I like it. So I've been like doing my own gel nails. They're a bit tatty looking now because it's been like a week or 2 weeks, I think, since I did these. But yeah, I've got just gel nail polish on, purely because with baby it's easier, and I'm always worried like I'm going to pick my nails and then I'm going to need to do something for her and pick her up or whatever, and I'll smudge them. So gels are just ready to go as soon as you've done them. But I love doing things like this. I find it really sort of therapeutic, and it just makes me feel nice to sort of be all organised and kind of like on top of things. So I've been making sure I do all of those things. I am going to film a video talking you through my lockdown beauty kind of tips and tricks and products and that kind of thing, so stay tuned for that. But then the fifth and final tip is to really stay on top of your mental health. It's been really challenging for all of us. It's been challenging for me in a certain sense as well, because obviously I've just had a baby. We can't really go out with her. Like I won't go into like a supermarket with her, and then I feel really bad that she's hardly had any interaction with people, and you know, she's not far off being 3 months old, and she's just been home this whole time, and I just think it sucks. So I really do try every day to practice gratitude, and what I do is, when I get into bed at night, I tell myself 4 things that I'm grateful for that day. And I'm the least like holistic spiritual person ever, but I'll tell myself 4 things that I'm grateful for that day. And they can be random things, like I can think, oh, I had a really nice chat with my friend today. You know, she just rang me up and we had a chat and that was really lovely. Lola did this really cute thing. I really enjoyed my dinner. Things like that, stupid things, but I do that, and I think it's a really important message to kind of fall asleep with. So I really strongly recommend doing that in times like these, because it's important to really keep check of your kind of mental health and to feel like you've got control over a situation that you don't really have much control over. So those are my 5 tips. Please let me know what yours are. Let me know what you've been doing during lockdown, how you've been coping. If you've got children that you've been homeschooling and trying to keep entertained, I can't imagine how tough that must have been, must be. I don't know, I don't think they're going to reopen schools, and to be honest I don't know how safe it is anyway. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.